when I put my social media feeds on, all I see is people that work for the government, people that put out mandates for people, people that work in police industry, like the criminal justice system, posting about Black History Month, posting about people like Carter G. Woodson, people like Malcolm X, posting about Fannie Lou Hamer, different people. But when their reality, what they do in their day-to-day life is counter to everything that these people ever stood for.
Let's embark on the Ark Republic to hear current news that's published. More than gossip and chatter, covering current affairs that matter. We talk issues with professional views, all keeping you in queue. We wanted a higher vibe for these days and times to free the voices and minds. Reporting the sign of the times so all can build. Let's shine, yeah.
Welcome to Ark Republic News. We are here to chop it up again with Brother Afrika, who is a historian, sociologist, activist, as well as he is the founder and co-producer of All Power to the People podcast. What up?
Hey, how you doing, sis?
I'm fine. It is so good to have you again. So let's get into all of these things that we need to cover. All right. First things first. Big Papa. Okay, anyway. I'm sorry. I go hip hop sometimes, but I just wanted to warm up the conversation. It's February. We know what February represents, not only now in the United States, but in other parts of the country this time of the year. It's Black History Month. What are your genuine thoughts on Black History Month right now?
It's needed. I speak a lot about institutions. Anybody that hear me speak, like, will get tired of hearing me bring up institutions. But institutions are here that guide us on the lessons that we've learned in the past, on how we don't make those mistakes and how we grow from those lessons. And Black History Month is here to teach us who we are and our purpose and where we are going. I mean, so it's like if it wasn't here, there wouldn't even be an excuse for Black people to even know anything about Black people. I mean, but this is going to lead to a conversation that we're about to have, and it's all connected. It's all connected. But Black History Month, Carter G. Woodson, this is needed. And it's Black History Month, man. People don't like to read, but they got the audio on YouTube. Go listen to Miseducation of the Negro. Listen to what the author is saying. You see, when we go to school, most of us, we go to school just to, we just go in and study to hurry up and leave so we could get a degree and make money. And sometimes books are given to us to read, and they tell us to read, but they in our plans, but we don't read them. We just skim through it, just do the work. They'll get that book and read it and try to understand what he's saying. Because I'm telling you, that book is better than any movie that you could watch today. And it's going to explain to you where we've been and how we're still there. Nothing has changed since he wrote that book in 1900 something.
It's like, yeah.
I don't remember when he wrote it.
Yeah.
But the conditions and how our access to mobility, to the work industry, to the workforce, everything that he's talking about, our relationships at home, it's the same thing as today. And you can learn from reading that book. If you're sincere enough and honest enough with yourself, you can learn how to survive for the rest of your life and put your family in position for them to survive in the society we live in. But all power to Black History Month.
Thank you. I like that. There's a couple of things. I woke up in the middle of the night. Sometimes I wake up and when I have something on my mind, I'm highly disturbed with Black History Month and how it has evolved outside of, I remember Black History Month. I am a 70s baby. So Black History Month for me growing up was reading, lots of reading, recitals, oration competitions, poetry, speeches, of the Carter G. Woodsons, dancing, Judith Jameson, thinking that you were in the Alvin Ailey Company. And the school that I went to, interestingly enough, which was a Catholic school, but I remember his name. I think his name was Mr. Burgess. Or Mr. Burgess. He was the maintenance man of the school. He would meticulously hang posters of, Black folk, African people all throughout the auditorium. And so for that month, you would just be inundated with all of these images. And I took that for granted, right? I remember the Black National Anthem, singing, and at the end, sing the song, but also the actual, what is it? The one, I forgot, and we will win, and we will win, and we will win, right? Took all that for granted. And so right now, Black History Month, several things disturb me. It has become co-opted and it has become commodified. I opened up Amazon just for something else, and there's all this Black History Month, so-called Black History Month things. It disturbs me because the younger folk think that Black History Month is about buying things. I don't remember. The only thing we bought during Black History Month, one, because I was from a family of 6, there wasn't a lot of money to stretch, was those itchy black tights for those recitals I had to do. You didn't buy no red, black, and green Apple Watch or no Badussi Cocoa Mango champagne candle from Bath and Body Works. You just, in Black History Month, it was about being. It was about love and pride and existing. That was the month, because my mother never permed our hair. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait until we were older to get our hair pressed, and that was far and few between. So this is me my whole life. So cornrows was in Black History, all of these things. So right now it's disturbing. It's disturbing what in the larger frame it has become. And those who don't know the legacy of it, like you do, are riding that wave of the commodification of it, and it's making me very uneasy about it, and especially like in the global world.
Hey, yo, when I put my social media feeds on, all I see is people that work for the government, people that put out mandates for people that work in police industry, like the criminal justice system, posting about Black History Month, posting about people like Carter G. Woodson, people like Malcolm X, posting about Fannie Lou Hamer, different people. But when their reality, what they do in their day-to-day life is counter to everything that these people ever stood for. And it's like, it disgusts me too. Like on the 1st, when February 1st came, I just see it, because I got a lot of politicians, I got teachers, I got police officers, I got all these different people on my social media feed. So I get to see, like, from their perspective, what they're thinking, what is important to them. And like on the 1st of February, boom, all this stuff just started hitting and stuff. Now, but like I said, I'm a sociologist, and I look at all this stuff from a sociological perspective. Since the 70s, Black leadership has been in the hands of assimilationists. Like when you grew up, all that stuff that was in your space that you took in, it didn't happen by accident. Your parents played a major role in creating that space for you to be able to consume those different things that you got in your life, because they knew, because they had a background. Somebody showed them. Since the 70s, they killed away all the liberationists, and they left the institutionalists in position of power. Like we see them now, the head of the NAACP, the head of the Urban League, Al Sharpton. These are all the people that the president of the United States sits down with and has a conversation on Black America. We have leadership, and they do guide us towards a certain way. They've been guiding us to assimilate into white supremacy. And part of assimilating into white supremacy is capitalism. It's capitalization of everything. They have capitalized our liberation for financial gains. And by doing that, they have lost us. They have lost the path that we've been on, that we were on. There was a reason why that janitor put all that stuff up, to teach you like where you came from, who you are, so you can control your destiny, control the future, and make sure you never end up there. But these people in position of power led us to believe, if you go to school, shut your mouth when the police pull up. If you become less than, if you participate by the rules of white supremacy and their institutions, you will be okay. We will be okay. We will assimilate into their culture. And from the 70s to now, nothing has changed. It's still the same way. They just have money. Those people are millionaires and sometimes billionaires now. And now the majority of us are still suffering to survive. you have numerous degrees. I mean, you went to school, you doing good. You have a great job. Yeah, you have a good job, a job that I wish I like would be my dream job.
In my eyes.
But yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
know. No, but that was my dream job at one point, to be teaching the next generation. But it's like you could barely make ends meet in the society because they don't respect intellectuals unless you're parroting their propaganda. So even you, now imagine somebody that's way less than you, somebody that has none of your credentials, somebody that hasn't gone through the stuff you've been through, like they catching hell out here. But we did all of this under the leadership of those from the 70s till now. And this is where we at. This is the evidence of their failure. They have failed us. And even our holiday, they've commercialized that. They've thrown that away. They've given away everything. They've given up our past. They've given up our legacy. And like we have to find a way back. I mean, so I understand where you're coming from.
Right. We must, there's this saying, sometimes I roll my eyes because, but it's part of our cultural heritage of always having like these cool little sayings and slogans. That's it's part of the proverbial part of us. It's like reclaim the land, which of course is something that's coming up. This is something that's not a new slogan, right? It's reemerging, this reclaim. We need to reclaim Black History Month again. And we need to reclaim it. Everything you said is on point. It's very interesting from the 1st until the 27th or 28th, maybe the 29th on a elite year, those accommodationists, that you're to white accommodationists, that you're talking about are Malcolm X, but every other time, they are, basically, Karen in blackface, totally ascribed. There are several things that I keep hearing every Black History Month, and these are from people, in my opinion, who will never celebrate it, will never do anything, will never even volunteer the way that they should in the community. Is, well, Black history is more than 28 days. Well, we goddamn know it's more than 28 goddamn days. For those of us who study and read, we know that, right? You know what I'm saying? But let's use this time, this intentional time, as reflection. You know what I'm saying? Let's use this as a public, at this point, Black history should be public atonements, public reflections, public courts against systems of oppression. At this point, but it is now red, black, and green Apple Watches. I am disturbed, Brother Afrika. 100. I think that's why I got my jacket on today. I'm coming. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I mean? Like, we need to reclaim this back, and I need to.
You're right.
Yo, and I need, and it's really interesting. And I have to say this, right? So you have a lot of accommodationists, but also you have Black international people also participating in the accommodationists that is just highly disturbing. Like, well, first of all, 15, 20 years ago, there was like this black. First of all, Black. I'm not Black. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jamaican. I'm not. Now it's like, Black history. Come buy my book. Okay. All right. We got work to do.
Whatever sells, they go wherever.
Ever sells.
Sincerity. They have no sincerity.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Ark Republic. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, you can actually keep this mothership going. How? You can make a tax-deductible donation in several ways. One, Cash App us at Ark Republic Media. And you can also go on our website, arkrepublic.com/donate. As well, you can also donate to our fiscal sponsor and our sister organization at Black Farmers Index, that is Cash App, or also go onto their website, blackfarmersindex.com. We are two Black women-owned media organizations who share our profits so folk can thrive.
Let's embark on the Ark Republic to hear current news that's published. More than gossip and chatter, covering current affairs that matter. We talk issues with professional views, all keeping you in queue. We wanted a higher vibe for these days and times to free the voices and minds. Reporting the sign of the times so all can build. Let's shine, yeah.